quick update after getting all my lumber done. I'll give you the temps and everything right now. So it's 81.8 Fahrenheit outside at 37% humidity. 76.8 Fahrenheit inside at 55% humidity. Really comfortable. I have the two back windows open a crack and don't even have the AC in. It's 24.9 Celsius inside, 27.7 outside. Tiny house stays pretty damn comfortable, guys. And I don't even have the AC hooked up. Normally, if it's like 90 degrees out, I'll hook up the AC. But that's it. So, first things first, scored some gear from my Patreon members. I spent a little bit of money, very little. I got 3 bus bars. These are pretty much useful for 12 volt loads or whatever kind of loads you want. So it's got 2 holes here where I can put a screw in, mount it to a wall or something, some kind of wall bracket. And then all I do is hook up my wires. There's a whole whack load here. What is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 terminals. I got 3 of them. I think I'm supposed to get 4. I'm gonna have to double check this, because if I only got 4, then I'm going to file a complaint against Wish again. I'm pretty sure I ordered 4 because you need positive and negative, and 3 really doesn't help you out because you're missing one, because one's positive, one's negative. And then I got only 1 left over. No, I need another one. I'll have to look into that on my order thing. I didn't spend a whole ton of money on that because Wish is cheap, and you get stuff like that where you can't find anywhere else. I'll show you the wood pile, and then I'll get back to the rain harvesting redo when money comes. That's the trick. So, the overflow container is now full of wood. Mix of particle board from my other project that I'm working on, and pallet wood, all really dry stuff, ready to rip. This one's full, that one's full, this is full. And I have the under the wood stove here. I have this thing full to the floor to the ceiling of lumber. Also have a giant bag, full brand new bag of wood pellets, and a quarter bag left, and a bunch of shredded paper from documents that we shred. Bank statements, whatever, so nobody screws you, you know, when you're doing your thing, going through garbage or whatever. Anyway, so my dad came over and visited, and he was just seeing how I made out, and basically I told him my plan. I'm gonna go over it with you. I made a quick little video on it, asking you guys for help on it. Still need your ideas. So what I did, I found some, my dad recommended this stuff. This stuff is aluminum and will not rust. So this is like that screen mesh that I got. So I'm gonna cut a section of it and then cut another section and double it up, and that will be like a particle filter. And what I want to do, I need your guys' help in this area. Let me turn the light on. Okay. The plan is, instead of this nonsense up here, because it's too slow. It works, but it's too damn slow. This is going to work into my favor because I already built this and it's here. I keep this shut pretty much no matter what. This is this valve. I can shut this valve Well, let's try that again with 2 hands. There we go. Put that on the floor. I just have that little fan running. Use up the rest of the battery power in case there's any moisture under there. Anyway, getting sidetracked. I close this valve. Keep that closed for now. I will be then cutting into this line, ABS 1.5 inches, and adding an 1.5 inch T, which then I can turn out this way. And take a small piece and a 90 1.5 inch and another piece of 1.5 inch and go up and connect to that 3-inch piece that elbows down to about here. The only part is that doesn't have a filter system in it. So I need to figure out a way to include this screen as particle filters into the onslaught of rushing water that I get in the tiny house. You guys remember, if you've been following my channel, I had to wait until I actually helped the landlord do it. Lift the front end of the tiny house up and put that pressure treated post under there. Everything's good. It's been like that for a while. No issues. It's worked so well, in fact, I got the tiny house on a 1/4 inch fall this way where I'm standing in the bathroom right now. When it rains, I get so much water so fast that this guy can't keep up. Which makes sense because I have almost 50 feet of pipe filling a small container like this almost instantaneously. And the filters have no chance. My overflow system that I added worked but had no chance. Filled up 32 gallons in my overflow, then overflowed into the shower and back outside, as well as overflowing here. So the overflows worked, but didn't work fast enough. So this is why I'm going to scrap this idea, because I don't need any more floods in the tiny house. I think you guys will agree. Mold is bad, I would think, and wet rot. So we're going to do this and plumb it right into the ABS tank. But, I'm using pumps to transfer water, guys. And pumps don't like particles in the water, because it'll screw your pump up and plug it, and then you're really shafted, okay? So I need an inline filter of some kind to go into the ABS that I can get to occasionally, clean, and put back in. And without it falling down and being stuck inside the ABS pipe. So if you guys out there get your brain power going, let me know what kind of options are out there. Now, the particle filter I'm thinking of is this. It's DIY. It'll let the water run as fast as it wants without too much restriction and get rid of the particles. Most of the heavy particles will be gone. Then from there, I can treat it with bleach, and that's it. No more flooding. Goes directly into the storage tote. It has somewhat of filtering, just particle filtering, and that's it. Pretty lame filtering, if you ask me, but enough to save my pumps. Now, that's the option. Now, the bonus part about that is no more flooding, and it will fill this tote super fast compared to what it's doing now. It's doing an okay job now. That's. Let's see how many gallons that is. Okay. Gallons is 50 gallons of water so far captured, if I'm reading that right. Yes, 50 gallons. That's a lot of water. Now, I think that's the way to go, guys. Plus, this is ugly as sin, but it was an experiment. It's my first rain catchment system, and it worked fairly well, but not good enough for me. Especially with the insane rains we've been having this summer. I don't know. But anyway, so I need your guys' help in the comments. Brainstorm for me, get back to me. And in the meantime, I will be saving up for the ABS parts that I need. I need I got them written down, 1.5" T, 1.5" 90-degree elbow, 3" to 1.5" reducer coupling, and a 1.5" half a length of pipe, or I may have to buy a full length depending on the hardware store. Then also need some ABS glue, and then the rest is whatever you guys can come up with. That I need to be able to access this filter, guys, because eventually it will plug up and restrict too much water, and then I'll have water back feeding over top of my rain gutters outside the tiny house, which will be a mess and possibly destroy them. So we can't have that. So what we want to do is filter the water as quickly as possible. That's the goal. Replumb everything so no more floods in the tiny house. Good. And and save my pumps. Like, I think I got the mesh stuff that is gonna work as my filtering medium. That's fine. But I need some type of design in ABS that I can use in that setup that I just showed you. Because I'm going to get rid of that bucket. Actually, that bucket I'm going to keep as probably I'm probably going to keep and fill it with wood. As more containers full of wood. Keep the tiny house toasty in the winter. But, yeah. Whatever. So anyway, guys, give me a shout in the comments. Like this video. Consider becoming a Patreon member for only $1 a month. You get credited in all my future videos as long as you're a subscriber on Patreon. And you get all my stuff ad-free and before everybody else. So, and it's win-win-win. You get a credit in my video. You get all my stuff early and ad-free, so that's kind of 2 wins there. And then the 4th win, you're helping support the Off-Grid Tiny House, my project here, and getting me along faster as the money comes in. The faster funds come in, then I can get the items I need to finish the tiny house fully, move in full-time, and then work on other projects. I have another project working on in the wings. Not going to mention that just yet. It's not ready. But I can mention that I'm going to be saving up. I've been saving all my Patreon money so far, other than little piddly items that I kind of needed for the electrical system that don't cost a whole lot of money. I'm saving the vast majority of the Patreon money to buy a set of lithium-ion batteries for the off-grid tiny house. LiPo 4 technology. They will be. I will go through. It'll be lots of video when I get this stuff. But I'm looking at 100 amp hour, 12 volt lithium-ion setup. I'm going to buy 4 cells, so there's like 3.2 volts per cell, and so I got to wire them in series with a BMS. And I will go through the paces with you guys on video. Lots to learn, and I myself will be learning. And I have to also build some type of heating element to keep the batteries warm so they can take a charge all the time, because that's all part of lithium battery technology. You gotta do it right or end up destroying your batteries. So there you go. So anyway, guys, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna head home. I work tomorrow. I work for the next. Well, I work the rest of the weekend, and yeah, I'm a busy boy. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Rob from the Off Grid Tiny House checking out.